this week's chapter of Boruto, Naruto, the Next Generation. Boruto begins his formal training under Sasuke, and the main villains, Momoshiki and Kinshiki, finally appear. You guys are probably wondering, Corey, where the hell are you? Where's the One Piece flag? Where's the anime collection? Well, I'm actually out of town on business, and instead of waiting to do my reviews, I decided to record them right here in the Hampton Inn, because I just have to talk about this chapter a little bit. And you know what? I can understand why a lot of people didn't like the very first chapter of Boruto, and I can understand why a lot of people aren't going to like this chapter either, because from what I've been told by my commenters, my friends, and even Christian, is that this is basically a straight adaptation of the Boruto film with some added elements. But considering that I haven't seen that movie, this is all really fresh to me, so you gotta see where I'm coming from. I've never seen this stuff before. But this chapter, as long as it was surprisingly simple. Essentially, Boruto, continuing to be the annoying little bastard that he is, wants to one-up his father in just about any way he can, and the best way to do that is to train under Sasuke. But Sasuke is not going to train Boruto unless he learns how to use the Rasengan. And you know what that means? We're gonna get a frickin' training montage. That's right, insert any 80s song you want, it's gonna work. And it's pretty much exactly like the other Rasengan training that we've seen. Start with a balloon, move on to the ball, and then you create the one that's going to destroy all. I didn't intend for that to rhyme, but I'm a pretty friggin' badass dude. So, basically what's going on here is that Boruto is desperately trying to learn how to use the Rasengan, very similar to the 4th Hokage and Naruto, and he's completely failing at all of it. So, in order to impress Sasuke, he has another plan up his ninja sleeve, and that is to actually use those brand new ninja gauntlets which are being used on experiments, and one of them actually contains the Rasengan ability. So he hides that in his sleeve, he uses the Rasengan, and Sasuke's like, well, you know what? I'm cool with this. I'm not gonna question any of this shit. It is a little weird, and you're nothing like your father, and something's really shady going on, but I'm gonna train you anyway. And this is perfect timing, because the Chunin exams are about to begin, and Boruto, Sarada, and Mitsuki are getting ready to head into battle. Now, aside from that, the coolest thing about this chapter is the introduction of some brand new villains from the series, and they have big relations to Kaguya Otsutsuki. In fact, they're from the same clan, which means more crazy alien villains who use ninja abilities. It can only make sense in the Naruto universe, but it's really awesome. So, we first have this other villain who goes by the name of Kinshiki, basically this real big dude who has this horn coming out of his head, he has this big massive club, and all of these cool, like, sharp carving knife weapons. And we have this like little flashback sequence where Sasuke found Momoshiki and Kinshiki in this giant ice castle, and we just get this big action sequence with Sasuke fighting against him, using his sword and a lot of his tried and true techniques. It's fast-paced, it's super action-packed, and it really makes me want to watch the movie just to see it in animated form. We're also formally introduced to Momoshiki, who seems to be the default leader of this group, mostly because he has a lot more personality. Kinshiki is basically just all of the muscle, with Momoshiki running everything behind the scenes. And we don't even get to see much of his abilities until the very end of the chapter, where both Momoshiki and Kinshiki actually confront Killer Bee, which was without a doubt my favorite thing about this chapter. Killer Bee has always been one of my favorite characters. Unfortunately, he doesn't do much in this chapter aside from already being transformed into the Eight Tails Gyuki, but he does a big Bijou Bomb technique, launches it right at Momoshiki, who manages to absorb it with the frickin' Rinnegan eye that's in his hand. Then he's able to weaponize it and throw it right back at him, which takes out Killer Bee in one shot. This was a really shocking scene for me, because we all know how powerful Killer Bee is, but we also know how powerful the Otsutsuki clan is. And at first I thought, did they just fucking kill Killer Bee? According to some people I'm talking to in Christian, apparently that's not the case. It looks like Killer Bee is going to be just fine. However, this is basically just a test bed to see how powerful these guys are, and clearly they're looking for a more powerful chakra force, and that's going to come into the form of Kurama the Nine-Tailed Fox, which is hinted at the very end of this week's chapter. So what's the rundown on this month's chapter of Boruto, Naruto, the Next Generation? Like I said, for someone who hasn't seen the movie, this is some pretty exciting material right here. Like, Boruto's not exactly winning me over with his personality. Frankly, I find him kind of annoying. He's similar to Naruto in many senses, but he's also got a lot of combinations of Sasuke as well. Basically, he looks like Naruto, but he has Sasuke's angst, which is probably why Sasuke is like sort of enamored with him. He's not going to say that out loud or anything, and that's probably why he's deciding to train him, and of course he doesn't know that Boruto's been cheating, but I can't wait to see how that's going to be developed. There isn't a lot of room for development in terms of like the teammates like Boruto, Mitsuki, and Sarada. We just sort of accept the fact that they are friends. It's a little different than things like when Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura were kids, because during that time, everybody hated Naruto. They treated him like an outcast. Sakura wouldn't even look in his general direction. Sasuke was brooding over the death of his parents. But Boruto, Sarada, and Mitsuki have probably known each other since childhood, so there's a lot of things you can just infer about their relationship. You can accept the fact that they are really close friends because of their close history. So we really don't have to go through all of that, although I would like to see more of their development, but we're probably going to see more of that as we head into this tuning exam, which looks like it's going to be really exciting, and is of course an excuse to see a lot of new characters who are going to be introduced, maybe even that one who was teased in the very first color pages of the first chapter of Boruto. I'm not sure if that character was actually in the movie or not, but if they introduce him here, I think it's a step in the right direction, and we'll get to see some arcs which take place after this. But of course, this is a situation which is very similar to Dragon Ball Super. We had a brand new movie, which is going to be turned into a manga. I wonder if they're going to go the anime route with this as well. I mean, the fact that they've already done a movie, I think it is going to be kind of unnecessary, but let's not kid ourselves. With the way that they do the Naruto Shippuden anime series, there's like a 99% chance that they're straight up just going to redo all of this in anime form anyway. Will it look as good as the movie? Probably not, because even though I haven't seen the film, I've definitely seen a lot of the teasers for all the action scenes in that movie, and they look fucking immaculate. I cannot wait to see them in action. That being said, I told myself I wasn't going to watch the Boruto movie, and in some ways I'm kind of cheating by reading this manga, but I'm really enjoying it, and I can't wait to see it in animated form, and I can't wait to see what the differences are going to be between the two. What I will say is, if you are just starved for more Naruto action, check out the Boruto spin-off series. You might see something you like. I honestly think the artwork is not that bad when compared to Kishimoto's style. I mean, it is different, no doubt. You can tell that a completely different person is drawing this series, but I still think it resembles it enough, and the fact that this is a time skip with a lot of new characters, I can sort of accept the differences in it. I don't like some of the designs. Like, I think Sasuke could look a little bit cooler. I think he looked a lot better when he was younger. His new hairstyle just really looks kind of weird to me. I don't know what it is. It's just really strange. Same thing for Naruto. I'm not too bothered by the fact that he has short hair, but something about it is just strange. You're so used to seeing him with long, shaggy, pointy hair, and it's just strange to see him with a damn crew cut. That being said, this was an exciting chapter with cool action, lots of great humor, and a great build-up to more of this arc of Boruto. So for me personally, I'm going to give this one right here a 4 out of 5. I really enjoyed it. I thought all of the Rasengan training could have been trimmed down just a tad, but with the introduction of the brand new villains, the Killer Bee scene, and the fact that Boruto is actually managing to trick Sasuke with that weird ninja gauntlet, I'm really interested to see where this is going, as someone who never saw the movie. Now, for people who have seen the movie, you might consider this a pretty average chapter. You might give it a 3, hell, you might even just give it a 1 because you're bored reading it. But for me, I'm really enjoying it, and for those who didn't see the movie, definitely check out this chapter. So, 4 out of 5 from me. You heard my thoughts, but I want to hear from you guys. Did you read this week's chapter of Boruto, Naruto the Next Generation? What did you think of the developments, the Rasengan training, the introduction of Kinshiki and Momoshiki? Do you think these guys are cool villains? Do you think they're just doing the Otsutsuki clan too much? Do you want to see something more unique from the series? Are you excited to see the differences they're going to include in the manga version as opposed to the movie? And what do you want to see from the rest of the Naruto spin-off series, Boruto, Naruto the Next Generation? Please tell me in the comments section below. Thank you guys so much for watching this review. I really appreciate it. If you would like to help support Super Kami Guru 9000, you can do that in a number of cool ways. You could subscribe to the channel. You could smash that like button right now. Share this video with a friend, and please leave me your comments. And make sure to check out our weekly podcast show, The Powerful Nerdcast. It's pretty damn life-changing and awesome. You can find links for all that stuff in the description box below. So thank you guys again for watching. From the Hampton Inn, stay dandy, baby.